And if you're not happy with your life, then watch this video until the end. This story might change your life. Once upon a time, a crow was very unhappy with his life. One day, he sat on a tree and started crying. A monk was sitting under the tree when a drop of the crow's tears fell on his cheek. The monk looked up and saw the crow crying. He asked, "Why are you crying?" The crow replied, "Oh, wise one, I am very sad with my life. No one loves me. People chase me away in disgust and don't even give me food. Everyone hates me. A life like this is worse than death." Hearing the crow's words, the monk felt compassion. He said, "You should learn to be happy in whatever situation you are in." But the crow couldn't understand the monk's wisdom and kept crying. The monk then asked, "Tell me, what do you want to be? I can transform you with my mantra." The crow's eyes lit up with hope, and he said, "Oh, blessed one, if you really want to do me a favor, then please turn me into a swan." The monk smiled and said, "Okay, I will make you a swan, but first go to a swan and ask if he is truly happy. Once you find out, come back to me, and I will grant your wish." The crow happily flew away to find a swan. He saw a swan swimming gracefully in a pond. Approaching the swan, he said, "You are so beautiful, as white as milk. Everyone loves you. You must be the happiest bird in the world." The swan sighed and said, "No, my friend, I am not happy. There are so many colors in the world, yet I have none. I am plain white. I believe the parrot must be the happiest bird because it is so colorful." Hearing this, the crow flew off to meet a parrot. He found one perched on a tree and said, "Oh, parrot, you are so colorful and beautiful. You must be the happiest bird in the world." The parrot shook his head and said, "No, my friend, I am not happy. People love my colors, but they also keep parrots in cages. I am always afraid that someone will catch me and lock me away. I think the peacock must be the happiest bird because he is even more beautiful than me." Hearing this, the crow started searching for a peacock. After flying around, he finally found one in a zoo. Hundreds of people had gathered to admire the peacock's beauty. Once the crowd left, the crow approached the peacock and said, "Dear peacock, you are so beautiful. Thousands of people come to see you every day. Look at me. When people see me, they just shoo me away. I think you must be the happiest bird on this planet." The peacock sighed deeply and said, "I always thought I was the most beautiful and happiest bird in the world. But because of my beauty, I am trapped in this zoo. People pluck my colorful feathers to make decorations, and it hurts me a lot. I am not happy at all." The crow was surprised by the peacock's answer. He asked, "If you are not happy, then who is the happiest bird in the world?" The peacock replied, "I have observed this zoo carefully and realized that you, the crow, are the only bird not kept in a cage. People don't try to catch or trap you. For the past few days, I have been thinking that if I were a crow, I could roam freely and go wherever I wanted." Hearing this, the crow flew back to the monk. For the first time, he felt grateful to be a crow. He said, "Oh, wise one, I don't want to be anything else. I am happy as I am." In our lives, we often compare ourselves to others, which makes us unhappy and ungrateful. This creates a cycle of disappointment and sadness. Instead of focusing on what we don't have, we should appreciate what we do have. There will always be someone who has more or less than us, but if we keep comparing ourselves, we will never be happy. The happiest person is the one who is satisfied with what they have. If you keep measuring your life against others, you will always feel inadequate. Stop comparing yourself and start appreciating your life. That is the key to true happiness.